Hey you guys, welcome to Under the Big Mango Tree. It's nice to have you guys back. Today is gonna be another sketchbook tour. This is the second sketchbook that I ever kept. You guys already see my first one. This is my second one. You can see it's all old and beat up and barely together. But this sketchbook is from 2015 to 2017. I don't know why it takes me so long to fill out a sketchbook. It just does, but once it gets done, I guess that's all that matters. So let's begin. So here we are. I like to always start out my sketchbooks with I meet the artist, just what I look like. I guess I look like that at the time. How people could contact me, and right here how people could contact me, and my likes and dislikes. You can see this is all because I had a kick and I had a line ID. I don't even think I have the login password for my line ID. Ooh. And this was done with those cheap watercolors that is very chalky. Ooh. These two pages, this is like elemental girls right here. Right here, I think this one is my favorite. I like how it turned out. I like her locks. I like the pose. And also like the character design and her costume. This didn't turn out as well as I hope. Let me zoom in. This didn't turn out as nice. I guess this is okay. And this is okay as well. But this is the worst out of all four of them. This right here on the other page is a girl that I went to school with. She had did a photo shoot and I thought it was nice. And so at the time with my skill level, I decided I was going to paint her. I think it turned out well. This one looked more like her than this one. But I think overall, for where I was at the time, skill level wise, I think it turned out fine. Just a page, a half a page of hands. And this right here is a girl and her lion. I think this is pretty cute. I don't think the lady turned out nice, but the lion looks pretty cool. Look, Connie. Steven Universe is one of my favorite cartoons. I love the animation. I love the aesthetics. I like the background, everything of it. The final season, however, felt a little bit rushed, just a tiny bit rushed, but I still like it overall. This, I don't remember who was this, but I think it was a YouTuber at the time, and I decided I wanted to draw her. And you might be wondering, why is these pages brown? I was doing coffee, you know, that kind of trend that was going on at the time, 2015. So I think it was popular around the time. You use coffee to dye pages, and then you use it as a replacement for watercolor. So I did a lot of pages and dyed them brown, so that it's not just a white page, I guess. This is Princess Mononoke. We all know who that is. I did a screen capture, I think. Oh, let's just ignore that. I did a screen capture or whatever, and draw her and her little beast. I think this turned out pretty well. This right here, I was playing with perspective and I failed. That's what we do. We fail, we move on, and we get better. She's supposed to be coming down this long corridor, but I didn't know how the columns were supposed to go down and create this illusion. It just looked like it caving into itself. She's a vampire. She just got her victim and whatever. I think it's cute. It was an okay attempt, but it failed. The columns are flat. Like, look at this. What is this? What is this? Let's move on. And we all know who this is. This is Rapunzel. And I love the scene where they float all the... What are these called? Those little... Not parachutes. Those fire stuff that goes up in the sky. I don't know what they're called, but I think it's beautiful. What I would like is that it should have shown a more clear what's it called, distinction between the sky and the water, because this is where the water is, but everything blended together, so it didn't show where the water started and where the sky started. So it just looked like it's one long continuous scene. But I think it's okay. I like it. I think it was still cute. I don't know if we could show boobs on YouTube, but these are boobs. This piece had me out of commission for about 2-3 months at the time, because her hair was done with colored pencil. My friend at the time bought me some Prismacolors, and I was like, I'm gonna show out. And I did the scales for her thing individually, and I thought it turned out real nice. Let's get a close-up look. I think it turned out very, very nice. Look at that. It's beautiful, but her head is huge. Her head is just huge, and her body is so small, and her boobs are just there. Maybe I'll do it back over, but I was so proud of these scales, and I didn't draw. After this, I didn't draw for 2-3 months because I was tired. I think this was Inktober, the beginning of Inktober. So my birthday, turned 19, some random drawings, and then Inktober began right here. So for these, this was ink done with ink. This was done with some pens that I found on AliExpress. They were watercolor pens, so you could write normally with them, but once you add water, they behave like watercolors, and I thought that was just super cool. So for this especially, I just drew, or would just use a pen and shade it in, or make some random lines and then take watercolor and it would just bleed into each other, and I thought it turned out real nice. Some ears, some more Inktober stuff right here. I still wanted to be a fashion designer, just a little bit. I don't think it turned out well. This, I could picture this being a dress, but still heavy. This is so cute. I love this. I mean, she's kind of super elongated, but I still like it. I think it's nice. It has this kind of like tribal, spiritual vibe with it, and I thought it was cute. Some more Inktober stuff that I did. Kiki, Maleficent, Mermaid, Skull, Sugar Skull. And I think I was following a prompt for some of these, like the official Inktober prompt. Some more Inktober drawings. And then this one, I had went down this rabbit hole for conspiracy theories, for nursery rhymes. And I just thought, Mary Quite Contrary would be great as an illustrated book. And I wanted to illustrate like a book cover for that. And this is what I came up with. This is the queen, and this is her, the cemetery of all those people who she tortured. And right behind there you could see like some body. I don't know if you could see it, but right here you could see like a person in there in a torture chair, and then you could see the gallows behind there. And I just thought it was my clever way of illustrating the nursery rhyme. Mary Quite Contrary, how does a garden grow? The silver bells and cockleshells and something all in a row. And that's what she used to like torture her victims and whatnot. And I think this turned out well. I was so proud of this detail right here. Right here, because it was my lace design or whatever. And I'm not a detailed person. When I paint, if you ever see me paint and pay attention, I do a lot of abstract stuff. My work is kind of like abstract, and then at the end it comes together to make this one piece, this one cohesive piece. But that's the way I paint. So doing detail work does take a lot out of me. That is why Medusa's snakes put me out of commission for about 2-3 months, because it was a lot. Some more women, and I did a second round of the lion and the woman and her lion. This time the lion is small and the woman is bigger. A disco chick with some lopsided titties. Some more women I found on Pinterest. I think this and this was from a lady on Instagram. I forgot her name, but she draw these cute girls, and I love the body poses that she used, so I took the poses from there. These are some girls from Instagram that I drew. Some torso studies. This was a character design for one of my OCs. Her name is Anipe. Anipe, if you're Arabic or you know how to properly pronounce this word, then tell me. I pronounce it as Anipe, but I digress. But this is the first design of her. I already redid her design a couple of times. Hold on a second. Don't mind how these look, but this is her new design, and that's her whole name. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I like the sound of it. You understand me? This is how she looks now. I think her design now is much cuter, much more mature. But let's continue. Some more ink drawings, and then this one I had a little comic spout on Instagram at one point in time, where I would draw little comic illustrations of, like, I think it was called Caribbean people say, something like that. And this is just a little girl and her mom. Her foot was on her mother's table, and she mother tell her to take it down, but the mother come and sit down and push her foot on the table. So she was like, so you could put your foot on the table, but I can't put my foot on the table. She was like, who house is this? And then she was upset. And she mother was like, speak up, I can't hear you. She was like, you just come spoil people mood. But yeah. And this is Starfire. I got her dress and everything from Pinterest, and I just put certain pieces together and colored it. I was really proud of this piece. I like the blending of the hair and the lava. I thought it turned out real nice, especially with the watercolors I was using, because they were cheap. They were cheap watercolor, chalky, cheap watercolor. But those Prismacolors helped a lot to bring out the vibrancy that I really wanted. And I used the hell out of those Jelly Rolls pens. I just seem to never get them work, but when I do, just look at it. I am so proud of this. This is so nice. Look at this. A page full of noses. Some more women. In this book, I drew a lot of women. Women are my cop-out. I don't really like to draw men. To me, men are not fun to draw, but according to TikTok, I have been missing out. This is a tattoo design that I was doing for a friend. This right here, Spice. I was drawing, I think her needle eye video had just came out, so I was drawing poses from it. Another comic that I did, I think I redid this one. I'm pretty sure I redid this one. Some more women and a logo design. There's some random textures. More women. More women. I don't know why, but I always fail at this. Like these aquarium glass things. Like, people make them look so easy, but every time I draw, it just look like, how should I this? It just look like a flat surface. Like, it just encapsulated in a circle. It doesn't look like it's in a round 3D object. You know what I mean? I don't know, but I always fail at it. It doesn't look like when other people do it. It looks so cute and like you could actually see the dimensions, but when I do it, it looks so flat. There's some more women. We love women. Power to women. Women. This one I did. Beyonce had just came out with her formation video. Yes, a formation video, and I drew it. I drew her when she was standing outside of, I think, the doors to the house or whatever. So I drew her in black and white, and then I drew Blue Ivy in color because it was supposed to show, it's supposed to be symbolic of I went through something so that my daughter could strive. Yeah, in that aspect. That's why her daughter is in color. And I like the formation video, and I was very inspired, so I drew that. This is my cousin. She had taken a picture, so I was like, I'm gonna paint it. This, I always tell myself that I'm gonna finish this drawing one day. Never did, and I still won't. It was supposed to be like, she was supposed to be glowing in the dark through the bushes, but I did not know how to execute that. It looked cool in my mind, and it still looks cool in my mind, but at the time I didn't know how to execute it. So she looks like she's glistening in the moonlight and stuff like that. So I just scrapped it all together. I said, yeah, or whatever. Some shoes, and then this little girl. I don't know if some people know this little girl right here. Take a good look. It was a picture of this little girl floating around the internet around this time, and she was in her little dashiki going to school. And I think the caption it is the ancestors. She's embodied by the ancestors. So what I did, I drew some Egyptian figures behind her in her shadow, because she just looks so, the little girl just looks so regal and so confident. So I just drew some Egyptian women behind her. I think Queen Cleopatra is behind there. Queen Nefertiti. Oh, and Isis. You know who I mean. But the three of them are behind there. Some more women. I think this is absolutely beautiful. I would love to redraw her. I'm gonna redraw this lady behind here. She is too cute. And I think this is cute as well. This is nice. Some Studio Ghibli house studies right here. I don't know where this is from, but I know this one is from When Mary Was. And I think this one is from Kiki Delivery Service, if I'm not mistaken. As it says right here, some random stuff. Black Lives Matter movement. This right here, over here, is the upgraded versions of my OCs. If you remember from my first sketchbook tour, I'll remind you, it is this lovely lady and this lovely lady, and I love their upgrades. So let me just make sure. Where are they? I love how this, you could see her bone structure, because her skin right here is see-through. I think the upgrades are real nice. They are much better than before. This is my friend. It kind of looks like her, but it's not. Her face is not that chubby. She looks like she has bumps here. These are some more ladies that I drew off of Pinterest. some logo designs, some more women. As you can see, we have a theme: women, women, women. Right here, this was Inktober. This was the start of Inktober last, so I decided to do a couple comics for Inktober. So how it goes is she has her phone. She rests her phone beside her. She finally realized, yo, where's my phone? She turns the place up and up. Now she cannot find the phone for the life of her. After hours, she gave up and holds her funeral for her phone. Simple so. Just to realize her phone is right there. And that be pissing me off too, you know. You turn up the whole house and the phone is where you left it. No, maybe we really got hidey holes like off of Hilda. I don't know how many of you got Hilda. But those little creatures come, steal your stuff. And then whenever they finish with it, they put it back just to mess with you. Maybe we do have those stuff laying around. So prompt 2 broken for Inktober. I use a Nokia phone. I used to have this phone when I was little, and I swear nothing could destroy this phone. You know how many times I have dropped this phone? It has in water. I remember one time I had a Sony Ericsson phone, and I knew I dropped it. We had a real bad hurricane in my country, and I knew I dropped it. But I was like, I want a new phone. If I make it seem like I lost it, maybe mommy will buy me a new phone. Whatever. But my auntie had found the phone. So what she did, she put the phone in rice, and the phone came back like nothing happened. It was a silver flat Sony Ericsson phone. If I find a picture, I'll put it up. That thing survived a hurricane, and we were flooding too. I was so upset because I wanted a new phone, but I digress. So I call this prompt called Broken, and the indestructible Nokia. It can survive a flood. It can survive rocks. It cannot be destroyed. So this girl is now frustrated with her phone, so she threw it down and the phone bounced off the ground. Then you got a picture of the earth and the earth breaks in two. So I just found that funny. And then this third prompt was jump. So you have this girl hanging off this what's it called, highway over the ocean, and she gives this whole spiel about love yourself and be who you are. You're beautiful and amazing. And this guy over here saying, jump head first, right? So then eventually she jumped, did a perfect dive, and he gave her 10. 10 points. He gave her 10 points. And I thought it was cute. It was kind of funny. Some more women. And I think this was for a prompt. For Inktober, I don't remember what it was. But I knew it was for a prompt. There's 2. 14, you can see the number 13. 11. Some more women. And I think these were some quotes that were floating back then. That melanin though. No light skin, no dark skin, just black. Black, no cream, no sugar, negus for black male consumption. I like those quotes. They were cute. I thought they would look nice on some oversized sweaters and a bathing suit. This is the retouch version of the first one. Where is it? Of this one. So she went to get a job, right? And the lady was like, it's great that you went to school and all, but do you have any experience in this field? And she was like, so tell me, I went to school for 4 years, got A's and everything, and you're not gonna hire me because I don't have experience. But in order to have experience, I need a job. So make it make sense. You understand me? So she was like, you know what? I'm gonna be a stripper. And she walks out. Some more plums. And if you pay attention to these memes, you know what they are. And then this one, this is a prom. It wasn't a prom, but I just thought it was funny because I've had this encounter many, many times. Like, being from the Caribbean and having this accent, I get it mistaken for Jamaican a lot. It's okay. I just educated people that I'm from St. Kitts, I'm not Jamaican, I'm a Kittitian. And one time, a lady, she asked me, hey, you from Jamaica? I said, no, I'm from St. Kitts, right? She asked me, is that a place in Jamaica? And I said, no, it's in the Caribbean. And then she proceeds to ask me, where is the Caribbean? Some more women, some more beautiful black women right here. Some more women, and this one, this was a lot of Make America Great Again. It was just a girl. Donald Trump got elected, and she went and packed, and she waited for the ticket that he promised her, because he said he was gonna deport all the immigrants. So she was just waiting, and a year later, she's still here. You understand me? Because he said he was gonna deport them. She was like, "Oh, a free ticket home? My pleasure. At least I won't have to pay that $1,000." You understand me? Now these are some of my realism pieces. I don't know where I got this from. I'm pretty sure it was off of Pinterest. A lady off of Pinterest. This was a girl that I went to school with, and I was missing home, and I think they was having carnival at the time. So I drew her because I was homesick, and I liked the picture that she took, and I thought it turned out real nice. I was really proud of this piece. It looked exactly like her. It took a long time, but it looked exactly like her. To the method of my madness, I picked up this technique where I would lay down watercolor first and then go over it with the pencil crayons. I know some people do it with markers as well, but I think watercolor is a little bit more forgiving. So yeah, that was my technique. It's still my technique now, but that was my technique back then. This is some more girls. This is a girl from my countries as well. I like the picture that she take. I think this is absolutely beautiful. This didn't turn out the way I liked. It doesn't look like the lady. She looks very masculine. Her eyes are too small. The nose is not in the right place. The mouth is up too high. I can see a lot of stuff that is wrong with this. But this turned out real nice. I like how this turned out. And her braids, yo, her hair. Oh, was the dead of me. This was, this is another Meet the Artist that I did, but whatever. This is a local artist. I went to school with her as well, from my country. I like how this turned out. I love the background. I like the headscarf. I like the skin color and what's not. I thought it turned out real nice. I mean, this eye right here is kind of small, but the lip shading, the nose, everything, I think it turned out real nice. I'm proud of myself, yo. Especially my skills. I am absolutely proud of myself right here. And this right here is my cousin. I think this turned out nice as well with the little filter and stuff like that. I think it was cute. Here is me. I was trying to do some logo designs for the comics that I was doing. And I don't think any of these made the cut. Some fabric studies and some booties. Bam! I came up with a name called Adventures of a Carib Girl. And that is the name of my website, www.caribgirl.net. But my website is down right now because I'm trying to fix it up and find a cohesive style. You understand me? So we can get hired. You understand? So this prompt, this comic is called Eyes on You. So she went in to the store to buy something. She's looking around. The store person sent one of his workers and said, go and watch her around the store. So you see the person around the corner, she's on the ceiling, and she already recognized that somebody's following her. So she confronts her and she was like, why are you following me? She's like, hurry up and buy. Just to find out that they should have been watching somebody else because somebody stole while she was watching her. But she still's like, the woman is still like, hurry up and buy. I mean, I never been in this situation. I just thought it was funny. This is beautiful. I absolutely like this. I wish the colors faded over time, but I think this was absolutely beautiful. Maybe I'll do it again. Yeah, maybe I'll do it again. It's nice. It's real nice. I think I got this because of the quote says, what are you made of? And what I think somebody has said, stardust and something like that. So 2 black women with gold sheets in this galaxy, just being ethereal goddesses. I just thought this was absolutely stunning. Some more comics. This one, Adventures of Caribbean. Caribbeans be like one. Somebody at the train station, people at the train station. This girl looking at someone. She's like, what the hell? She said, excuse me, are you from the Caribbean? She's like, yes. She said, are you from St. Kitts? She's like, how did you know? St. Kitts shoes. St. Kitts shirt. St. Kitts bag. St. Kitts punches keys. St. Kitts headpiece. And she's like, a lucky guess, I guess. And Caribbean people be like, they be flossing the whole flag with the name and then be wondering, how did you know? And then this one is the second one Caribbeans be like. And then I think Super Bean, that's his name on Instagram, he had come out with this skit saying that only Guyanese people call curry chicken curry, right? So I got a friend, she's Guyanese, and she's like, that is how it is pronounced, chicken curry. And I was like, no, it's curry chicken. And we had a whole back and forth, right? So I'm like, tell me another Caribbean island that calls it chicken curry. Then all the Caribbean islands pull up and say, I was like, we waiting to see what you're talking about, because nobody else calls it chicken curry. I mean, Indians call it chicken curry, but still, we're in India, we're in the Caribbean. I was just being spiteful and stubborn. This is another one. Wait here. So with this one now, this is a couple going to meet. The guy going to show his girlfriend to his mother, right? To his mother. So the mother is like, I know you're from somewhere. Like, who is the father? She tell the father name. And come to find out, it's your cousin. Because it's not to be funny. I mean, incestual, but sometimes the island is small, and if you don't know all your family, it's very easy to date your cousin. That is why we need to know all our family. Tell you train them who they're related to, so they don't end up with their family. You see me? So that's just that. This is a do-over of the piece that was in my first sketchbook. Let me see if I can find that. So it's a do-over this. And this turned out amazing. Absolutely amazing. This is my OC. Absolutely amazing. Look at her scales. Look at her hair. Her eyes, the pose, the dragon. Do you know how long this took me? Yo, you know how long this took me? This put me on commission for 2 months. After this, I didn't draw again for 2 months. You see me? Because I was so proud. Look at this. You guys are not seeing. Look at her scales. Look at her skin. Look at the dragon. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Whew. I should draw my OCs more. I should really draw them more. But this absolute masterpiece. Some more women. Me drawing some flexible poses right here. This one is funny. This one is funny. You ever get into like, this is based on like Caribbean mothers being very dramatic. They're going to hit you and all you do is block their hand. And they swear you just hit them and you're fighting back when all you're doing is trying your best not to get hit. So she tell the whole country that you fight her. But I know you're big and bad and you're a big woman. Yes. But that's what this is about. This is my little sister. This is my little sister with she cute self. I do this for Mother's Day because my mom doesn't like taking pictures. So I do this instead. I'll draw a picture of my little sister instead and send it to her. And yeah, I thought it turned out right. That's how my little sister looked at the time when she was in preschool. Absolutely adorable. This right here, this prompt right here, this girl, she goes to the doctor and the doctor asks her what's her blood type and she says Soka. And she said, the doctor was like, nah, I'm being serious, stop playing with me. And she's like, no, go ahead, check. I have Soka in my blood. Then you see, he does the blood test and you can see like these people dancing in the blood cell. And then she behind it, walking up. Ooh, some more pictures of booties. Booty. Boop. Some random stuff. This one was based off of Destra's song Lucy, down in drinks, and then all of a sudden the spirit of Lucy takes over her and she started going on bad, splitting, walking up. Look at her, right? And then the DJ messed it up by playing Panans. So party done, everybody gone because I don't know what was the problem. Rihanna. Does not look like Rihanna, but it's supposed to be Rihanna. This is not my character. I got this off of, if I remember the person's name, I'll put it up. I got this from another Instagram person. They do Caribbean superheroes, and this was St.Kitts superhero. Her name is Sugar Queen. She doesn't have a superpower. She's a ninja. And her boyfriend is the Jamaican superhero, and I just thought that she was cute and she had a design and I wanted to draw her in my style at the time. And yeah. If I remember the name or if I find them again, I'm gonna put them up and you could check out the Instagram. This is Jada Kingdom when she was a little bit bigger. No, I mean she still got a big bottom, but she's a little bit smaller now. This is when she was real plump. You understand me? I think this is Bernice Burgos. I'm pretty sure this is Bernice Burgos. Yeah. This right here. This is a prompt that I did based off the little girl who I was babysitting at the time. So I was a living babysitter for a little while. And I used to take care of this cute little girl. Her name was Emma. She's adorable. And while she's sleeping, I would clean and everything like that. And then as soon as she wakes up, it's like I never touch anything. It's like I never cleaned in my life. And I would be like, Emma, you cannot make a mess. I just cleaned. You understand me? And then she would just put on this cute little face. And I'd be like, okay, you could play. I will give in. You could go ahead and play. And I just feel like she'll be working against me. You see me? Just plotting against me. This one is not based off a true story. I just think like it was something people used to say during the time, if you know what I mean. How should I explain it? Like people would say, oh, you're gonna kidnap me and you ain't even got no food. You ain't got nothing to interest me. Like, come on, man. So coming to America, people used to take me for a little boy. Cause one, at that time my hair was cut, that's one. Two, when I dress down, I do look like a little boy because at that time I had no bottom. Also, my chest, I don't have big boobs. So it's very easy, if I dress down, it's very easy, I guess, to take me for a little boy. You know what I mean? So in this prompt, a creepy man pulls up to her and he's like, hey, you want to come and play PS4? I was like, I don't play games because I don't play games. He's like, what boy doesn't play games? I said, sir, I'm a girl. Do you understand me? He's like, you could be whatever you want. Don't judge. You see, acceptance. Yeah, acceptance of trans people. Like, but I was like, goodbye. And then he was like, oh, I got food. I have food. It's on Wi-Fi. He's like, that's all. I was like, that's all you got to say. That's all you had to say. You should have led with that. That is what you should have led with. So she got into the she got into the car and then she drove off. She's like, don't touch me. It's free food and Wi-Fi. Don't judge me. Free food and Wi-Fi. These are some places from my country. I think these two places are in Nevis. And I think these two places, well, this is in St. Kitts. I'm pretty sure this is in St. Kitts too. And I was just doing some studies of these places, working with my watercolor, trying to get better. I was trying to do it again, but I gave up. Scissor. This is based off of Scissors and what is his name? A$AP Rocky's song. I forgot what it's called, but he has a lot of butterflies in it. I think this is absolutely cute. It's done with markers, watercolor, and Prismacolor. And then this right here was the first rendition of Mango, which is the mascot, for this channel. I think I'm pretty sure I still like this version. I think it's much cuter and a lot innocenter. The other one just looks like a chibi. Let me show you. So Mango went to look like this, and then I changed her look again, but it was still fitting this kind of aesthetic. But I like this a lot. I like this a lot. I'm pretty sure I'm going to change it back to this. This right here, I find it to be much cuter. Much cuter. This right here was based off of Afropunk, because I think I wasn't going that year. It was going on. And also, what else was going on this time? I think Pine and Ginger had come out. Yeah, I think Pine and Ginger came out during this time, and I just felt this aesthetic was nice. I like it. I still think it's cute. It's kind of whimsical and still bougie. This right here is based off a influencer. I forgot her name. I absolutely forgot her name. But I drew her, and I thought I loved her makeup look, and I thought I did a great job of drawing her. And I just like this. This is black and white. You have her with her nice deep dark complexion, and then you have the pastel backward. I think it complements everything, complements each other real nice. Okay, we have Inktober again. I had this book for too long. We have went through what, 3 Inktobers. And these are just some of the prompts. I am animating this right now. I absolutely love how this turned out. This is supposed to be Obia woman. I like the way she looks. I love the chill. And just doing this in black and white helped a lot. So I didn't really have to think about color. This is cute. I like this as well. This one as well too, if you could see, it's like she has a crown on the top of her head. She has on her little gillet. She's naked, but she has her wrap around her, and On the back of her, she has this little hand and some jewels, but because the page to the back is also painted in black, you won't see it. I think for this I did a witch prompt. Yeah. So royal witch, sea witch, socialite witch, a death witch, I don't remember. A death witch, that's what it's supposed to be. So I did a sugar skull. This one is a music witch, and these two was based off of Winx Club. I know that is getting their have their live action on Netflix or something like that. I'm not gonna watch it. No, it's giving me Riverdale vibes, Sabrina the Teenage Witch vibes, and that's not how I remember the Winx Club. And I don't want this angsty teen drama stuff with something that is just a children cartoon. Yeah, if you're gonna be putting sex, demons, the devil, and all this kind of stuff inside my children cartoons, I don't want it. I really don't want it. I had to stop watching Sabrina the Teenage Witch because it got to feeling like too much of the devil, and I'm not with that. My spirit is not with that. Some more stuff. I like this. This turned out real nice. This one is Magical Schoolgirl. A warrior witch. A lunar witch. Insect witch. Fairy. Animal witch. A religious witch. And an alchemist. And then last prompt was a free draw. So I drew Black Panther and Storm. And yeah. And then this one was based off of a little girl that I saw. I liked her crown because I think this was handmade, and her eyeglasses too. And I just drew her. I thought she was pretty cute, and I liked everything about it. And yeah. And on the last page, I wrote myself a dissertation, and I basically gave myself a diploma for finishing this because it took me 2 years. 2 years, 15, 2 years to finish this book. 2 years to finish this book. So I had to give myself a diploma. But thank you guys for watching this video. I know it's a long one, but hey, it's a bigger book. You see me? And this year I plan to finish my 3rd sketchbook. Hopefully. I plan to finish my 3rd sketchbook. So yeah. Bye. Oh, you can see me. Bye. I just wanted to say thank you to those who stuck through this long video. It's like almost 50 minutes. But thank you if you made it through. Please like, share, and subscribe. I hope to see you on the next video. Have a great day or night, whichever one it be. Bye.